It is time for our second pet project of the day. This time we're getting introduced to Cash. And he looks very walk the line, doesn't he?
He is. I tell you what, this handsome fella, his name is Cash. He's a 4-year-old Border Collie Lab mix.
He is beautiful. And yes, we are talking to the new executive director for Pets for People, Kat Cordelou. We are excited to have you on. So walk us through
Thank
what
you.
you think is special about Cash that folks need to learn more about, or just, what would make him a special pet to have at home?
Yeah, so Cash is really, he's a laid-back kind of guy. He's a little shy when you first meet him, but he comes around. What you can't see, because he's being shy right now, is he has a big fluffy tail. So the rest of him looks kind of a little smooth. It's a little bit fur, but he's got a big old fluffy tail. But he's a sweet guy. He'd probably do well in a home with other dogs. He's good with other dogs. And maybe older children, maybe not smaller ones, just because he is a little timid, and so sometimes that's a little bit too much for a timid dog. But he's definitely a good boy, and once he gets to know you, he'd be a perfect little run-in mate for you.
I see that he kind of has a completely different personality than Heidi when we met earlier. He's more laid back, very relaxed, very, do you think he would be good with families with smaller children or even chickens?
Maybe chickens, but it's hard to say because he hasn't really been around them here. But as far as families, like I said, I think older children, would be best for him. I think younger ones are going to be loud and just kind of scare him a little bit because he is on the shy side.
Gotcha. Sometimes big energy is tough for everybody. So,
It is.
how long have y'all had Cash? Have y'all had him much like, with Heidi, at a very, very young age?
Cash has been here for 4 years. So, yeah, we've had him since he was about 9 months old. And I just don't understand why, because as you can see, he's really well behaved. He's a sweet guy.
And there's no, medical history that, that could deter, possible adoptees?
The only thing with Cash is he is heartworm positive, but it's very, very light. And so he's already been started on the slow kill method, which, in 6 months, hopefully he'll retest again and be negative. So, it's nothing really that's going to hinder anyone from having them. The slow kill method is basically just giving them their heartworm preventative every month like you should anyway.
Right. And I think, what is so special about Pets for People is y'all do a great job of not only building those connections with the adopted families, but also, getting those connections to vets, making sure that, families have that connection, or if they maybe already or don't have a vet of their own, y'all are great at recommending some, or even, those who need training. Y'all have a great partnership with lots of different people.
Exactly, and education and educating the community is something we really pride ourselves on, giving you all the tools you need to be able to take care of your animal once you adopt them from us.
Absolutely, and I think that just goes to show that y'all really want them to thrive, not just survive in these new homes and new environments. One thing we didn't talk about earlier that I think is important is, of course, those moments of education. Do y'all have any events coming up, or volunteer orientation, anything on the calendar right now?
So I know they're getting ready for a new volunteer orientation. I'm not quite sure yet when it is, but we do have a big event coming up on the 21st at Hollywood Feed. We're doing pictures with the bunny, with the Easter Bunny. And so you bring your dog out, and for $25, you get their picture taken with our Easter Bunny, and it's going to be a fun time. It's Saturday the 21st.
The 21st.
At Hollywood Feed.
Is this something that you need to register in advance and secure your spot, or is it just like a show up and let's have a good time?
Nope, it's just show up and let's have a good time. I think it starts at 10 a.m.
Okay, perfect. And I know y'all are very active on social media and everything else. Would that be the place to go and get all those details?
That is the place to go and get it all. We do have a lot of stuff coming up. I'm sorry I don't have the dates sitting right in front of me. I'm still getting my feet under me here, but but we have some Paint Your Pet coming up at Pino's Palette. We do that every month. We've got a few adoption events coming up, so we're going to be really busy here in the next few months.
Well, I'm excited to hear it. Sometimes being busy is good, and I know, we're getting into the spring season. Are y'all anticipating an influx of new babies coming in?
Yeah, it's almost kitten season, so yeah, we're pretty much counting that that's going to hit us soon. And I would like to just remind people that if you do see some kittens out there and you don't see the mama, it is very likely that the mama is just out looking for food. So you don't want to just grab the kittens. If you don't see mama for a long period of time, then yes, definitely grab those kittens up and get them somewhere safe. But if they're just missing mama for a few minutes, she may just be out trying to find something to feed them.
You brought up a good question that I don't think I've asked before in these like little moments. If someone were to find an animal and they didn't know what to do, would you recommend them contacting you, or what would you advise in that situation, since we're, on this topic?
Yeah, they could, or they could contact their city shelter. I know that the shelters, everybody thinks that it's a death sentence for them to go to the city shelter or the county shelter, but they're really trying their hardest to do a lot better with that. And we're seeing a lot of good things come out of those shelters. I know Tyler Animal Control is adopting left and right. It's always a good thing. You can call Animal Control and have them come out and pick the animal up, or you can gather it up and take it to a local rescue. But I'll warn you, the rescues are full right now.
I got you. I understand. Well, I appreciate your time. For those who want to know more about Cash, who is such a cool guy, he's been so calm and collected this entire time. I think sometimes it's the shy dogs that really have the big personality once you get everybody comfortable and confident. Where can we find out more about Cash, or about maybe some of the other animals you have ready for adoption?
Yes, you would just go to petsforpeople.org, and you can check out everything we have to offer there.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Kat, and introducing us not only to Heidi, but to Cash as well. We'll be seeing you again later today on our 5 o'clock newscast. We'll see you then.
That's right. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right. This has been our pet project here on East Texas Now.